Folks, hello and welcome to Tavern Chat. I'm your host, Eric Tenkar, your bartender in the OSR, your main proprietor at the Tenkar's Tavern blog. From Wargamer.com, D&D Beyond is deleting all 5e spells and magic items. What does this mean? The digital platform is keeping most of 5e, but deleting all of its old spells and magic items, replacing them with 2024 content. We're not surprised by this, are we? Remember, they already revised the 2014 rulebooks, took out themes like slavery and uncivilized and primitive. Orcs are no longer evil. This was all changed line versions of the 2014 books. To expect them, or to expect WotC to have parallel rule set, 2014 and 2024 wasn't likely to happen. And remember, they want to push people to the new rule set. That's the whole point of this. And especially if you're playing digital, you're not going to have much of a choice. Wizards of the Coast Digital Dungeons and Dragons platform D&D Beyond is deleting the 5e versions of spells and magic items as part of the process of updating the site to contain new D&D 2024 content. Same game, different rules. These changes are set to begin when the player's handbook goes into early access on September 3rd, which, by the way, means it's going to be very confusing for those that don't have an early access version of the book. Some fans are disappointed since the 5.5 or 2024 rules, see now even they're calling it 5.5e, are marketed as fully compatible with old content. Many believe that everything would stay up on the platform. It can't. And it can't because they want money from the players. They want to push you into the 2024 rules, kicking and screaming if necessary. Indeed, according to the recent D&D Beyond changelog, the vast majority of the existing material, ranging from the 2014 D&D books to old versions of monsters and D&D classes, will be preserved on the site. You'll continue to be able to create characters in the character builder using the classes, subclasses, species, backgrounds, and feats found in the 2014 Player's Handbook. But you're not going to want to because those characters are going to be weaker than the 2024. All the monsters found in the 2014 Monster Manual will also be available for use in the toolset. Homebrew content using 5e rules will not be affected, although tooltips will now reflect the updated 2024 D&D rules. So it's only D&D spells and 5e magic items, so basically 5e stuff, and that's going bye-bye. If you want to preserve these old rules on the D&D Beyond website, you'll need to create your own homebrew versions of the content and then copy them. You might want to consult our guide to the biggest spell changes in D&D 2024 to see which versions of the spells you prefer. It's a bummer for anyone currently playing a 5e D&D campaign because it's not going to be 5e anymore. No more than 3.5 was third edition. So, if you were playing through D&D Beyond and didn't intend to switch, you may suddenly have character sheets with new spells on them. And this is September 3rd, folks. You got about 2 weeks. I have a D&D Beyond account. I don't play 5e, and I certainly don't use D&D Beyond for my campaigns. But if you are somebody that does, you need to know. You need to act fast if you're not making that transition. If you're rebooting or if you're doing what we did when AD&D 1E turned into 2E and you kind of fudged it along, then maybe it doesn't matter. And if you're embracing the new rules, maybe it doesn't matter. In terms of what's going to be lost, since the player's handbook has new spells, we, and this is Wargamer, assume the spell changes will go through immediately. However, since magic items are the purview of the Dungeon Master's Guide, the old ones will likely stick around for a few more months. And people are mixed. I would because you're forcing a change that players do not want. And that's what happens when you're locked in to a publisher's environment. They change the environment. You got to go changing with it. That's a warning for people. Sad but true. Folks, there is a link on the bottom of the screen. Star Trek RPG Bundle over at Humble Bundle. 10 cards there. Tavern.games/Star Trek. So, if you shop at Humble Bundle, a portion of your sales will go to support the tavern. I appreciate it. My co-hosts appreciate it. You keep everybody in good working equipment. So, other than that, folks, there should be a live stream up at 8 o'clock, I believe. Look for it. The link should pop up in your feed. Be safe, be well. God bless. Roll those dice, roll them well. I should be back again tomorrow. Tonight. 8 p.m. And of course, tomorrow, another live stream. Can't have enough live streams, can you? Can you? I ask you.